to make a lot of progress in the layer of your purpose, you need to be okay with making sacrifices. This is where most guys find it very difficult to make progress, and why most men are stuck in this man-child stage of not fulfilling their purpose, is because making a sacrifice is incredibly hard, especially in the modern day. You know, sacrificing in the modern day is difficult because food has been made to be addictive. Technology has been made to be addictive. So we feel genuine spiritual, physical, mental pain when we try to sacrifice something that we have like a mild addiction to. I sacrificed some level of fame for my purpose. I could have kept on going with this like YouTube content consumption machine with a massive team to keep thinking, okay, let's get to 5 million subs this year, then 10 million next year. That was the track that I was going for. And I kept on pushing it, even though my purpose changed in my mind and my heart. I kept on just going through the same thing because I didn't want to sacrifice like this YouTube career that I had built up. So eventually it hit me like, this is the thing I have to sacrifice. Now, of course, I can every now and then I can sit down for an hour and, you know, try and teach you something that will genuinely try and help you, just because, you know, it's like, I like kind of talking and teaching. That's kind of nice. But what we had previously and the huge level we were trying to push for, you know, myself and my team, I sacrificed that because it was a huge distraction away from the new thing that I wanted to do. I don't want to record videos every single day. I don't want to try and get like lots of views and watch time and, you know, more subscribers. I don't care about any of that. I had to sacrifice it so that I could focus more on fighting and investing and, you know, to have like my brain and my time freed up. So what you've seen in front of you just in the last week is a example of sacrifice. And so I want you to think right now of where you're up to, what your purpose layer is. And this is so interesting, right? I want you to think of the things that you could potentially sacrifice so that you could make more progress in this purpose layer, you know, to peel it back, to like fulfill it, this mission of yours, right? And there's gonna be something, perhaps it's already happened, there's gonna be something that is a potential sacrifice, a very valuable thing to sacrifice, like it'll make a lot of progress if you did, and your brain will argue against it because of the addiction to the thing. What I found is that the thing that you need to sacrifice is actually the thing that your own brain will defend the most. But it's almost like your brain is going to start to split in half right now, and this is going to give you like slightly mental problems. Your brain is going to start to argue with itself of whether or not this thing that's in your mind that you could sacrifice should be sacrificed. And you're like, okay, I know technically that's a bad thing for my purpose layer, but then, you know, I really like it, and then what if I do this, and what if I cope like this, and I'll keep coping, and I'll keep coping, and I'll keep coping, and I'll keep making excuses, right? It's okay, right? Sure, you can, you know, whatever the excuse is in your mind, whatever this thing that you need to sacrifice, maybe it's junk food for a fat guy, maybe it's weed for a stoner, whatever it is, right? There's some usually instant gratification, bad dopamine, bad habit that you need to sacrifice to make the real progress to your purpose. And when you refuse to do it, you live like a shell of the man that you're supposed to. You lose respect for yourself. It's like, metaphorically, your dick gets smaller. When you don't live to your purpose as close to 100%, and there is something clear in your mind that you should sacrifice, but you're not sacrificing it, it starts to fully destroy your perception of yourself. It starts to make you feel weak. It starts to make you feel insecure. Your ability to hold eye contact with people, especially women, starts to drastically go down. Your ability to still have like an open, confident body language, especially when another man who's somewhat intimidating, who's bigger in size than you, walks in and he holds your eye contact and you look away, or you seem to speak with like a higher pitched voice, you become less of a man when you don't sacrifice the thing that you're supposed to do.